What's up, my friends? It's Edward Tomaloso, Internet Sales Manager here at Honda of Santa Maria. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm making this video for two reasons. Number one is so that you know that I don't only sell Hondas, and I am very enthusiastic about different cars, different brands, and I'm really excited about what the auto industry is doing in terms of how these new cars are equipped. So I do have this used 2015 Cadillac ATS Luxury Edition, and I'm going to show you that. And then actually that's the second reason for this video, is to show you this car, which is still available as a new car if you were to go out and look at Cadillac dealers. This one starts at $36,200, and right now it is retailing as a used vehicle with 30,000 miles at $28,900. So definitely a ton of value, and let me show you why. Starting off on the front end, you do get projector headlights, super nice. In terms of the sculpting, they added this two-tier design, really gives it that aggressive stance and look. Tons of chrome and the redesigned Cadillac badge right in the front. Keeps it nice and simple. This car does come equipped with the parking sensors. And now, what's under this hood? What's under this hood is a 2-liter turbocharged engine that cranks out 272 horsepower. So for a 4-cylinder, that really makes it very, very spirited. And that is paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission, which you can shift through the gears using a Triptronic sensor. So you push over that gear selector and you will be able to shift through your gears. Moving along the side of the ATS, you will notice these. They're 17-inch alloy wheels. They are not overly chromed out. It is more of a subdued chrome look. It's more of a matte chrome is how I would describe it. It definitely pops, looks great on this silver color. On the left here, you will notice turn signal lights along with body colored mirror. Moving to the door handle, it does have smart key technology. This is what the key fob looks like. It does come with engine start, so you lock it and you hold down this button right here and the car will start. Now all you have to do is climb in, push the start button, and you can go off into the sunset, or in this case, off to lunch. To turn it off, you just push and hold, turns off. There is a button on the handle here where you can lock and unlock your vehicle. So you never essentially have to take this out of your pocket. Moving along the back of the vehicle, you will notice more parking sensors. And when you're actually backing up, it will give you a little light on that display showing that you are approaching another vehicle. You'll also notice dual exhaust, which is a nice touch, which you don't see in most 4-cylinder vehicles. Just finishes off the look of the rear. Underneath, you do have a button which you just push to open up the trunk. Trunk is 10.4 cubic feet, so definitely a lot of storage. The bench seat will fold flat, and there is a pass-through. There is also, under the floorboard, more storage space for maybe an emergency kit, some jumper cables, anything of that sort. And then there's also a storage compartment on the right side. And what that's for is any smaller loose items that you don't want rolling around in the back. Very nice, thick hinges on the door. Gives it more of a sturdy feel for sure. Getting into the passenger seat, I'm behind the front passenger seat. I pushed it all the way back, and if you do push it all the way back, it'll literally get super close to this, so it's essentially unusable, but that's kind of nice. If you are a passenger, you can literally pull this all the way back, giving yourself a ton of leg room. When I'm in it, I mean, I definitely feel like I got enough room. I mean, a lot of cars have been doing great things in terms of capacity. I do have a lot of head space. I'm 5'8", and it's really nice. What they did back here is they included kind of indentations for where your knees will go. Got your magazine holders, and there is actually rear vents for your rear passengers. Overall, it's a pretty nice design. I will mention there is a hump at the floorboard, which could compromise the comfort of somebody who is sitting in the middle seat. When you're sitting in the driver's seat, you definitely notice a lot of premium materials. You got leather wrapped dashboard, you got leather wrapped steering wheel, leather wrapped throughout, and it continues all the way to the back, which is something that you don't really see in a lot of vehicles these days. Continues down the center console all the way to your center armrest. Ample space there, gives you auxiliary, and it looks like 2 USB ports. You also have a USB port under this, and I might as well talk about it because I pointed it out. So this is your control center. Let's turn it on. It gives you your air conditioning, volume. You have a home button for your touch screen here. And one of the cool things that they included in this vehicle, which is kind of a little surprise to me, is you have almost like a Batman storage area. So in here you'll find another USB port, and it is pretty cool because it stays cool. So if you are charging a device, you have an iPod in there, your iPhone, you can control it there, but it stays nice and cool in that compartment. I think it's just the AC. I'm not sure if it's really meant to do that, but definitely cool to the touch. To close it, you just swipe here. Come on. All right, there you go. All right, so it's a little finicky, but it's still cool nonetheless. With this display to this touch area, it does give you vibration feedback. So when you touch, it'll actually vibrate, much like a phone used to. There's a few phones out there that do it. You actually feel the vibration. It just lets you know that your touch was registered, because sometimes when you do have those touch devices, you're like, oh, did it register? Is it loading? So you got your fan speed there. You got all of your climate control. Super cool. The touch screen up here, it does give you Pandora, gives you climate control, text message availability, as well as OnStar. You have your phone button there as well. So essentially it keeps you from having to reach down to your phone. Down here you have another display. It's controlled by a button down here. You can actually control your mode. You have a touring mode, which softens up your ride and the responsiveness of the vehicle and the engine and transmission. You have the sport mode, which does more tight feeling driving. You can kind of change the response of the vehicle. I'm sure it revs higher as well. And then you also have a snow and ice mode, which does mess with the traction to be able to give you more grip. On the steering wheel, you do have your volume controls. On the right side, your channel, all your radio functions are on that side. And then on the left side, you have your cruise control as well as your phone buttons. In terms of comfort, the seats definitely feel good. You do have a longer profile for the seat, so you have support through your whole quad area. And then one thing I did want to mention along with those features is you do have memory seats on this vehicle. And then one last thing I wanted to mention is it does have a Bose sound system. So when you're listening to music, you can definitely listen to it in high fidelity. So that concludes my quick overview of the 2015 Cadillac ATS and all the cool little features that it has. And I hope this video accomplished what I set out to do, show you that we have some nice quality used vehicles here at Honda of Santa Maria. And if you're shopping for this car, maybe as a new car, then I hope this helps you check out some of the features that I found very, very compelling. If you guys like this video, I plan on doing more on more of the newer used cars that I have. If it was helpful to you, definitely subscribe, hit the like button, comment below if you have any questions or comments. I'll catch you guys later. We'll see you on the next one.